Hello there everybody, I'm the man Nick, and tonight, whatever time it is, I'm here making another video because I can record, because I've been busy, alright, yeah, but, whatever. I wanted to talk about something that's pretty interesting. It's a really common thing in the gaming whole thing itself, whole gaming universe itself, and that's franchises. Franchises expanding upon different kinds of games, sports games to open world games, all kinds of every kind of shit, every kind of type of game has their own fucking franchise. And games such as, the Call of Duty franchise, Battlefield, GTA, WWE, Madden, all of them, they have their own fucking franchise that expands millions of types of games, okay? Especially the sports games, they've been going on forever, so of course they're gonna have a lot of games. Because I know there's like Madden 1997 or whatever year, Madden 1969, whatever, up to now. And things that with franchise, most people, they usually just like kind of, they know a game has a franchise once it has expanded upon the sequels, and sometimes if a game franchise goes on for too long, it can start to become shit. Just look at Call of Duty, for example. I'm not calling the game shit. I love the Call of Duty franchise myself. I'm a hardcore Call of Duty fan. I played every single one of them since COD 4, and just pointing out a fact. As time goes on, they just get shittier games. So, like Advanced Warfare, look at that. The game was shit. Black Ops 3 was great. Ghost was shit. After Black Ops 2, and I blame Black Ops 2 for causing this whole futuristic trend, because after Modern Warfare 3 ended, after the Modern Warfare basically series ended, from that point the franchise, quote, franchise changed in itself. From Black Ops 2 to currently, it kind of going into more futuristic times, and kind of is just, this series has to evolve and change itself. And it can either be detrimental to the franchise or good for the franchise. Just like I made a point a while ago in one of my other videos of Tony Hawk's games, how they try to evolve with times doing motion control and all this other bullshit. It ended up making the game worse, or bad, because they couldn't really figure out a way to change themselves and have it marketed towards everybody and have it all work. Because you just can't really, if it's a same dynamic formula, right? Take for example, Call of Duty. It's the same game, quote unquote, the same game every year. They just change visuals, change all kinds of things, but there's a lot more that goes on into it. They don't just come up with it like the last day of development and make it. No, this is a whole process, and they're trying to do what they think will be good for the game, which ends up making it bad. Ghost, Advanced Warfare. Don't play those games ever. Okay, don't play them. Just stop. If you're playing it right now, stop. It's time to stop. But when you really think about it, sometimes an aging franchise can be good to it, like how the Mario and Zelda franchise, they're still, because Nintendo is more of a whole family friendly type company, and as every generation goes on with Nintendo, there'll be a Mario game or a Zelda game, or whatever you like, in their whole years of franchise, which will stay with a certain generation, like with the late 80s, 90s, to early 2000s, mid 2000s to now. There will always be a certain Mario game or a certain Mario tie-in with the certain games to go continue on the franchise from different multiple generations, to keep it going, because it's hard to mess up Zelda. It's hard to mess up Mario. All you gotta do, same fucking formula. No one gives Nintendo shit. No one gives Nintendo shit for Mario or Zelda. But Call of Duty, they like, fucking people are like getting rage and rioting, right, because they don't give a shit about it. But you can say the same thing. Of course, Mario is the same exact formula, 2D platformer, and you jump and win. But some games in the series, yes, they are different, but it's the same core formula. And same can be said for Call of Duty. First person shooter, kill people, skull streaks, multiplayer, story mode, and an extra game mode, survival or zombies. And what it kind of is a whole weird switch, because sometimes they will switch the formula, like how Mario went 3D, or Mario Sunshine, or Mario 3D Land, or Mario Party. All those, they have their own individual flip on the franchise, which which some of them do become their own line of series, their own basically a line of games, like from Mario Party 1 to from Mario Party 11, I think. And then, you know, it kind of just, throughout time, they would try to switch things up, which could be detrimental, like I said before, detrimental, or can help out the series into refresh a new whole scheme of how the series is presented itself. Because, you know, back, you know, in like 987 or to like at least 96 or 95, you know, Mario was a 2D game. It was a 2D side-scrolling game, you know, 8-bit, a 16-bit SNES or NES. And after 97, you know, we got get into more 3D games, which for that generation of millennials, basically, and millennials got to have the 3D Mario games and, you know, the 3D Zelda games as well. And then, you know, time progressing, you know, people loving the nostalgia of retro games, and, you know, they have a cross between the two of them. Sometimes between the years, the New Super Mario Bros. Series and, you know, the Mario 3D Land and 3D World. And those are out for more people who like the more diverse, you know, openness of the Mario games. And same can kind of be said, but not really for Call of Duty, because, you know, it's a more of a game that was released in our modern time. The 2007 was when the COD franchise really took off, but it did exist before. In 2003, I believe, was when the first Call of Duty came out. And then, you know, I guess there's kind of a generation gap between those two, from like 2002, let's say 2002, I think it's 2002, to like 2007. You have a 4-year gap of World War II shooting games, and from 2007 to 2011, that's a 4-year gap as well, with the Modern Warfare or Cold War or, you know, Modern World War II game into that one whole little time frame. And from 2012 to current, which is a 5-year, which will be 4-year as well. They're all 4-year differences between the gaps of the games. They'll have their own separate, you know, time specific period that they're in, you know, from how now for futuristic, from Black Ops 2 into current, it's a futuristic period. From the previous was the Modern War, Cold War, and, you know, World War II, and another was full World War II, but still keeping to its roots from the game and switching up little elemental differences and made by a different company. And so franchises can be good, believe me. Franchises can be good, but it's just when the whole core system of it is destroyed, it kind of becomes shit when they're trying to change it up too dramatically, like Advanced Warfare and fucking maybe even this one game I can think of. But yeah, you know, it could really just make or break a franchise. And, you know, hopefully Advanced Warfare, I mean, Infinite Warfare is not shit. Might be. Who fucking knows? But, well, maybe the guys who played it early, you know, fuck you, all EA. But, yeah. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, Twitter, follow me. I do cool shit on Twitter. I repost the Yoshiguro Miyamoto's post and retweet it onto my own. And, subscribe because it helps me out a lot, you know? It's cool. But yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you all next time. And don't forget to paint it black.